today we're going to be doing some Narc After Dark. The Narc After Dark. This is a Narc After Dark, guys, and I'm hoping to disable the comments, guys. I'm going to not look at the comments just because this is actually about, it's about my last video. I did a video prior to this, not the shorts, this is not the shorts, this is actually my live video. Take a deep breath, guys, take a deep breath. Okay. Feel a little better now. So this video, I'm going to do it like before. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shoot this, this live. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do like a short clip, like a short video. I'm going to do a short video on this, right? I'm going to do a short videos on this. And I'm going to go ahead and present you guys with some emails. Some emails that I did receive. And this is about, like I said in my last video, it's about Louise Garner and her flying monkey. Her flying monkey, Terry. And the reason why I bring this up, guys, is because, well, there's a reason why I bring it up, at least. Because these people say that they're helping you. These people say that they're for you, but they're not. And as I go through my presentation right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play a video that I was sent. And I'm going to just go ahead and explain how they work. Now, this is the Corporate Narcissist, okay? This is very, very strategic. They gaslight you, they pretend to be your friends, and it's hard to believe. It's very, very hard to believe because you already have an image of this person. You already have an image of this person that's like kind of hard to believe that what's really happening. And it's not really a smear campaign because a smear campaign would be more talking shit and putting it on others. This is more facts, and I'm going to show you guys facts. It's going to be pretty much, in my eyes, it's the biggest reason why. It's because, let me just take a break, guys. Take a break, guys. One time. Okay. So, my last video that I did, I was not talking crap, guys. I wasn't talking crap. I was just actually bringing up facts of like stuff that I'm confused about and I wanted to know. But I got my answer, man. I got my answer clearly because, you know, Louise Garner had commented on mine. And like I said, as I present, I'm going to be showing you guys some emails. But as I edit it, once I do the editing, once I get out of here, I do editing, I'm going to present it to you guys. I'm going to be reading them for you for now. I don't have the gear to be showing you guys all this stuff. And this is about, like I said, about the covert narcissist, how they work, and how they use their flying monkeys. And Terry being one of her flying monkeys. And the reason why I say that is because, first of all, she was subscribed to my channel. And I took a screenshot that she subscribed to my channel like 3 days ago. She subscribed to my channel. And she said, I would do the same thing for you. I go, what would you do for me? She goes, like, to back me up. But I'm like, I'm like, how did you hear about my video if you hadn't even subscribed to my channel? So that shows me that Louise Garner must have hit her up. Look what she's saying. And she came, and I got pretty much attacked on my comments, like, saying, please take out this content, this is very violation, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, dude, I'm like, and that's the thing. Covert narcissists don't like to be exposed. They don't like to be exposed because they have a front. And I've always been open with myself. I've been open with myself. I know who I am. You know, I have narcissistic tendencies. I have borderline traits. And it stems more from my own trauma from the past. And there's no secret. You go on my videos, there's no secret of who I am. The thing is that the covert narcissists, they hide. They hide who they are. They hide who they really are. They really do. You know, I don't know what really happened between Louise and the chief. I really don't know what really happened. You know, but the thing is that they try to drag you along with them. They try to gather as much people as they can to run a smear campaign of their own. Because, and I have the emails of Louise smearing the chief, talking crap about him, just trying to convince me that he's using me. I'm like, remember this, they project. They project what they feel, what they think, and I'm going to show you these emails of how they project onto you. Just like I called Terry a flying monkey, she emailed me and called me a monkey. Because why? Because, let me just, if I could pull one up real quick, just so you can see. Oh, there it goes. Where is that? Just to show you real quick, this is how it pretty much started, okay, with everything. So if you receive an email with, I should you see that, with fuck you signs like that, talking shit like this, it shows you who these people really are. And like I said, what really, really bothers me about this is that they're on other people's live moderating with people like myself, meaning people who just came out of a narcissistic abuse, people who just are trying to figure things out, and they're there. And this is what I realized. Either, and I'll say it again, what are you doing on there, Luis? What are you doing on TNNPDs? What are you really doing there? You're so smart, you know all this stuff, but what are you doing there? Now, you either observing people for your own notes, for your own paperwork, because she pretends to be a friend. She pretends to be smart. Well, she is smart. I ain't gonna lie about that. She is very, very smart. But the thing is that, what are you really there for? Are you gathering information? Are you writing a paper? What are you doing? But after what happened and after what took place, I'm starting to realize she's probably there for fuel. What fuel? Well, admiration. That they love to be they love to, as you put them on a pedestal. I put her on a pedestal. I was giving her compliments. I was talking to her, telling her thank you for all the advice. But let me tell you something, Luis, if you don't know this already. When you email a paragraph, okay, and somebody emails you or writes back to you one sentence, get the fucking hint. They don't want to hear your shit. And this is another one going back to with Terry. Terry's like, oh, she could shoot a video. Then where's it at? All they do is talk. And it goes back to what the chief has said once. Covert narcissists love to say they can do this, they can do that, but they don't do it. Why? Because they're going to see their shortcomings. They're going to see that they can't do it. They don't have the guts or the balls. She's a female, but she don't have the balls enough to do this. Okay? But let me get back onto the subject, guys. Right now I'm just a little nervous because it's like, I was not going to do this. Like I said, I was not going to fucking do this. I really wasn't. But what bothered me is I'm like, I have to, because people have to know who she really is. And especially Terry. Terry is the biggest fucking one. Pretty much telling this goes up the chief's dick, and why I'm on his fucking nuts, and tell the chief that she's with us. What the fuck does that mean? As I do the editing on this video, I'm going to be presenting the emails where you can see what I'm talking about. It's not just stuff that I'm making up. Okay? So, if you are a person like you say you are, if you say you're an earth angel, if you say, like, I know my I know my shortcomings, I know what's wrong, I know I have CPTSD or somewhat of trauma. And that's the thing. It's like, she even sent me a video. Remember, if me and her were on good terms and everything, and she sends me this video, if she were to send me this video, I understand. She's just telling me what an empath was. But she sent me a video of Rich Grannon about what a real empath is, or what a real empath is. And she put a person with sunglasses, a winky face, like, it was to try to put me down. It was to try to put me down. It really was. And I'm going to tell you one thing right now. It didn't, because I really know who I am. Now, the covert narcissists, they don't want to see that part of her. So what are you, Luis? Are you an empath? Or what I'm seeing, it's after your emails you sent me, after the way you spoke about the chief, you're just a fucking narcissist just as well. And you don't want to see it. You don't want to see your own shadows. And that's the problem. So sometimes I'm thinking they're probably on there to cover who they are. And they use, it's another one they do. They use scripture. They use scripture a lot, like, from the Bible. They'll start quoting the Bible. They'll start putting Luke something, whatever, because they need to hide who they really are. Because they themselves don't want to see who they are. So they'll project it onto you. So going back to the video she sent me, okay? She sent me, and that's the thing. They won't do a video. They won't go on here like I am and do a video. They won't. They'll send you, watch this, watch that, because that's how they hit you secretly. And then if you put them on blast, like I am now, they're going to deny it. Notice how they're going to blame the person and say they're just attacking me. They're going to say, oh, it's just them. And then if anything, just like she sent me an email, once I told her, I'm going to fucking expose you. And I'm going to put all your fucking emails out there. Oh, it's, you're violating my rights and this. I'm like, you know what, dude? I don't give a fuck, first of all. Do you know? And not to mention, people like myself, I use this energy. I used to transmute. I don't just stay fucking quiet. I transmute it into what I'm doing now. And so going back to what I was saying about the video she sent me, after I told her that, you know what she said to me? Do you know what she said to me? Oh no, Johnny, I sent you that video because you know how you asked about empath. Then why didn't you send that? Why didn't you write that with the video? Why did you have to wait for us to get in this dilemma? Because it wasn't about that. She was trying to gaslight me. It's just called gaslighting. Trying to make me believe something that I really don't know. That's called gaslighting. And Terry, on the other hand, oh my fucking God, she projects like a motherfucker. I'll give you an example of one of her emails she sent me. She said something about the chief, HG Tutor, and I don't know what. And she said, HG Tutor knows the chief. Let me stop you there for a second. So you're telling me another individual, a narcissist, knows somebody better than themselves? So this is what I told her. So you're telling me, Terry, that I know you better than you? No, honey. That's what they do. They try to make you believe otherwise. So let me get back to the video, okay, guys? Let me get back to the video real quick, okay? So let me play this video for you. Of the video she sent me. Now, remember, let's keep in mind about this. Let's keep this in mind. Louise is on TNMPDs with other persons like myself, other empaths, other people who have been through narcissistic abuse, other people who have been through trauma, other people who are just lost. Okay? Remember that. She's with them. And she knows this stuff. So she was trying to mock me. If you ask me, this is mocking me. Or trying to mock me. And I'll play this video real quick. I wish I had something I can just share my screen. So I'm gonna just play this on my son's phone real quick, if you don't mind. And it's the video from Rich Grannon.
Son, your mother and I.
It's a Rich Grannon about empath, okay? And she sent me this video. And keep in mind what's happening, what's going on, and how she's already talking down to me, talking shit about the chief. We're not in good terms, in other words. We're debating, arguing, whatever you want to call it. But so let me just show you this real quick, guys. And it's called Rich Grannon and the Empath. I pretty much put it. So you tell me if this is an Earth Angel. You tell me if this is somebody who you want on your channel moderating. Okay?
I don't like the idea of people walking around being codependent and being proud of it. I don't like the idea of people walking around telling themselves that they're an empath when actually they probably have a personality disorder. Being codependent, not good. Being an empath, bullshit. You've probably got hypervigilant, you're traumatized. You've got at the very least PTSD. And most likely complex PTSD, and you're hypervigilant to the needs of others. That's not a good thing. That you can feel other people's feelings, or you think you can. Or that you're constantly obsessed with the emotional temperature of the people around. Dude, leave people the fuck alone. It's exhausting. Like, nobody tells these types. None of us do. We all know what it's like. It's hard. It's really, really hard being around people like this. But they think that they're on some high level, you know, they're on some spiritual shit, man. They just feel it. I don't like the idea of people walking around being
okay, so she sent me that video and it's talking down, saying about borderline personality disorder. It talks about people who have CPTSD. So she's mocking me, thinking we're empaths. They're walking around like if we're hiding, like mocking spirituality. It's because you don't believe in spirituality. That's the thing. Because then you wouldn't have sent me this video, please. Why else would you send me? Oh, and I'm gonna show you on the email. She says, "Oh no, Johnny, it was because you asked." I'm like, why didn't you title it that then? Why did you have to wait for me to say I was gonna expose you? Why did you have to wait for that? And this is like, so I commented. You go on to the comments on there. It's a short video. I commented, laughing out loud. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. I know I have CPTSD. I know the way I grew up. I know this stuff. Now imagine if I was not healed. Now imagine if I'm one of these people who she's mentoring, the people who she's helping. So this video is gonna be for people on TNMPDs. Watch it. Be careful with these people, because anything you do tell them, anything you do share with them, they're gonna throw it in your fucking face. They're gonna throw it in your fucking face, and they're gonna twist it on you to hurt you, to get to you, to try to bring you down. Okay, so that's just one part of it. Okay, and then as far as her flying monkey, and the reason I said her flying monkey, I'll say it again. She unsubscribed from my channel. This is Terry, by the way. And let me tell you once what she told me. I mentioned this before in my last video. She goes, show more compassion, Johnny, and then I'll watch your videos. So tell me if this is compassion, okay? Tell me if this is compassion. Tell me if this is compassion. Okay? She goes, do you know what a fag hag is, Johnny? Look, you can see right there. Do you know what a fag hag is, Johnny? And you have the nerve to call anyone a fake? Why don't you just go suck his dick instead of being Pete's treatiest little bitch? Oh, very compassionate there, Terry. Very compassionate there, right? Very compassionate. But the thing is, I don't take that shit personal because I know who the chief is. The chief is the Heyoka like myself. He doesn't hide his dark side like you guys do. And that's the problem. When you guys hide your fucking dark side, guess what happens? It merges with shit like this. The mask will slip off. This is called the mask slipping off. Okay? So then you know. This is called the mask slipping off. So be careful for people like this. Now, Terry had nothing to do with this. I didn't even think I mentioned in my last video. But since Louise can confront me, like, you know, she went on my comments. I have the emails there too. I mean, I have the text. I have the comments. She's talking. The chief is just using you. What the fuck were you doing to me? No, the chief's not. The chief helped me. And I'll repeat, the chief helped me. He has guided me. He has been nothing but real with me. Whatever happened between you and him, that's your guys' shit, not mine. Nothing to do with me. Nothing. So stop trying to get me or trying to convince me. Terry here goes too. She keeps on mentioning that. The chief blocked me. Like, what the fuck are you getting this from? Where are you grabbing your information from, Terry? The chief. Yours. You're the one angry and confused, sugar. Angry and confused, okay. Hi, tell your boy she belongs to us. And she's done propping you two up, sympathizing, enabling you both. So you're a spokesperson now. So you know you're working PR. Now you're a PR representative. Now you're speaking for Louise now. That's what fucking flying monkeys do. They speak for the other person because the other person doesn't have the balls to come out and tell you anything, any of this shit. This is how they attack you through proxy. Like this is not really nothing to go back to the person. But I'll say it again. How the fuck does Terry know that I did a video last week if she was not even subscribed to my channel? That shows me that Louise must have hit her up, her flying monkey. Please say this, back me up. And this is the fucking backlash I get. This is the backlash you're going to get from someone. I'm not saying I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. But this is what you're going to get from people who hide their shadow side. This is what happens when you don't express yourself properly. This is what happens when you don't integrate yourself. So now, after seeing all this, playing all this, I'm starting to reevaluate who these people really are, which is Louise Garner, especially Terry. Terry, seeing this, speaking to me like this, projecting onto me like this. Look, here she goes. Take care, monkey. Look, right there it says. Little monkey right there. I don't know if you see the little monkey. Where's that? Right there, little. Take care, monkey. You're mad because I called you a flying monkey. That's a projection. You know, what else? She goes. Okay, look at this one. This is the best one. Oh, that was actually me there. So, I'll tell you right now, at least, I'm not going to hide nothing. I did respond back. I did respond narcissistically. Because like I said before, I'm half a fucking narcissist. And there's no shame in my game. Now, but you guys hide this stuff from people. You guys pretend. This is the reason why, Louise, if you ask me, because narcissists are very smart, by the way. Some of them are. And they hide behind knowledge. They'll throw you scripture. It's all to divert you from who they really are. So if you're asking me, Louise is on these people's lives as moderators just to get admiration, just to get fuel from people. She has no profile picture. She has no social media. But then Terry comes out, oh, she could do a video. Then do it. What the fuck are you waiting for? It's because you can't. You guys don't have the balls to. You guys don't have the courage to come out here and speak the way we do. That's the fucking difference between a real narcissist and people with narcissistic traits, narcissistic defenses, and narcissistic, like the way I can't, and the way I'm being right now. I'm sorry to be a little emotional right now, so let me just take a deep breath. And we are on some high spiritual shit, like Richard Grannon. Go on his video. It was called, just type in Rich Grannon and the Empath. Okay? And look what he says about it. He goes, oh, we think we're in some high spiritual shit. Yes, we are, by the way. And you know why? Because we didn't know that side of ourselves before. We didn't know that part of us before. We didn't know this part of ourselves. We didn't. It took some time for us to understand what our inner voice sounds like. What is God's source? That's different. We don't go to scripture like you guys do. We don't go and believe on this fake religion. That's all it is. It's religion. It's not about religion. It's about your connection with Him, your higher source. Sorry, the pooch got scared. So let me just slow it down real quick. And it bothers me. So touching on this real quick, I'm gonna start bringing back Narc After Dark. So I kind of let it dim down right now. And the reason why I'm gonna bring back Narc After Dark is because of people like this. People like this are not supposed to be out there trying to help other individuals like myself and pretend to be who they're not. They're con artists. They're not. And I'll say it again. What the fuck you doing on TNMPDs, Luis? Are you a doctor? Are you a therapist? Are you writing a paper? What are you doing? Observing people. What's your story? What's your backstory when it comes to narcissists? Unless if you're one. Unless because you're trying to figure out your own self. That's why I started watching Narcissism video. That's why I was trying to figure myself out. But what narcissists are, especially the covert narcissists, they're maladaptive. They're very, very maladaptive. Meaning they learn, but they learn what not to do again. Yeah. Hey man, what's up, Brilliant? It's Brian, man. Thank you, brother, for being on here, brother. I was trying not to stay from my things, but yeah, brother. So if you ask me, and I'm gonna say this again, why are they attacking me? In my last video, I didn't speak bad about nobody. Now I am. Now you're gonna see the dark empath. Now you're gonna see my shadow side, and fucking run a smear campaign, whatever the fuck you wanna call it, because it's not right what they're fucking doing. For her to go on Louise, on TNMPD, what is she doing there? What are you doing there, Louise? Like I said, you're either observing people, or you're just collecting fuel. You're collecting fuel from other people like myself, meaning who've been through narcissistic abuse, and you're there just feeding off of them, pretending, seeing them as lower than you. Because like I said before in my last video, she told me this. Because I remember she was trying to communicate with me once. She shot me an email and everything. She goes, let's communicate, let's talk. She goes, let's talk, Johnny. I told her, okay, we'll talk. We'll talk. And I have a cheap phone program. My phone it's fucking Metro PCS, and I can't send calls to Australia. You know, it's because she's out of thing. And she emailed me. I tried to find the email if I can find it. She goes, "There's plenty of you. Don't worry, there's plenty of you. So you already know what I am. You already know. So because it bothers. Like I said, they're pay close attention. Things like this will happen, and this is where their mask is gonna slip off, and then they're gonna bring in their flying monkeys." This is Terry, by the way. Terry, she's on there as well. She goes, and I'm gonna promote this, by the way. I'm gonna go onto Scott's channel. Everybody there who thinks she's a fucking earth angel or has nothing wrong with her, dude, there's something. She's hiding something. There's something she's hiding. There's a shadow behind her that she's trying to figure out herself. Which I don't blame her. I don't blame her. But fucking be open with it. Have some balls and say something. You mean we can share? Don't try to put me down and send me this fucking video and then she responds after I told her I was an exposure. Oh, Johnny, no, it wasn't about that. You asked me. I'm like, then why the fuck didn't you title it before? You're taking things personal. I take it personal because you're out there trying to pretend to help people when you're not really there to help them. So whatever happened between you, that's your shit. That's your shit. The chief has been nothing but good to me. And then for her to tell, and then for Terry to say, tell her she belongs to us. What the fuck does all that mean? The chief doesn't call me and telling me about them. The chief doesn't tell me, hey, guess what happened with Lee's? Hey, guess. He doesn't say any of that shit. He doesn't have time for that shit. And then for Terry to come and tell me, oh, the HG tutor says that the chief is a mid-range narcissist, and HG tutor knows what's up. And then there it clicked on me. You are the cult members of HG tutor that the chief talks about. You guys are the ones who he talks about. Meaning, how the and that's what I even told her. You're telling me that somebody else, a narcissist, especially a narcissist, somebody else knows that person better than themselves? No, honey. You have it screwed up here. You're pretty fucked up here. So if you ask me, she hides behind Louise's shadow, like behind her knowledge, her stuff. And she comes out and does a dirty work. The flying monkey. Those are the flying monkeys. So the point of this video, guys, is to let you guys know is be careful. Be careful who you share stuff with. Be careful what you eat. Look it. She emailed me. Is biting her in the fucking ass now. And like I said, I wasn't gonna do this. You could see these. The emails have been dated. When she talked shit with the chief about all that stuff about HG tutor, that was about a month ago. I didn't fucking come out here and do a video and shoot this. I didn't do it because it was none of my business. It was none of my damn business. It's just what bothered me was because, like I said before, I asked her the question of what are you doing on TNPDs, and she can't answer me. She doesn't have an answer to it. She'll give you this, or she said about you said you seen the comments are really honest, Brian. You seen the comments on there? Like, I was just surprised. Like, what the fuck? Where's this coming from? Where is this coming from? I wasn't talking shit. All I just said was, I think I called you an earth angel, as a matter of fact. And then Terry, she was saying, oh, the chief blocked you. Like, the chief didn't block me. And just like any student must become the teacher. And when the student becomes a teacher, it's because they've learned what they needed to learn. And I learned what I needed to learn. The chief taught me what I needed to learn, which is self-love, defiant self-love, respecting my own self, having boundaries, being high value, and defending myself when needed. That's what he fucking taught me. He taught me to understand my higher self. That's what he fucking taught me. And the reason why I just don't, because I'm done there. My chapter with it's done. And I still have gratitude and a love for it. And I'll still, if you ask me to become a guest on the show, I would. I might pop on once in a while on his lives. But me being there is just, I'm just in a circle. I'm stuck. And now it's time for me to move on. The teacher is now, when the student becomes a teacher, it's when it's time for you to move on. And that's the reason why. So him blocking me, all this stuff, I don't know where the fuck you're getting this shit from. You obviously have a lot of problems, Cherry. You have a lot of fucking problems. A lot of problems that you're hiding. And you're not who you fucking say you are. And Louise Gardner is not who she says she was. She pretends to be it. She pretends to be it. That's all it is. And if I say it again, I'm going to repeat myself. What she's doing on the live of TNMPDs is there just gaining feel. That's all she's fucking doing, is gaining feel from people. So that's the reason why. Oh, and there's another one. So yesterday, I asked, I was doing my meditation, and I did ask for Spirit to show me a sign. Show me a sign. What direction to take. What route I need to go. And this is it. This is the route I'm going to take. For now, this is the route I'm going to take. Which is, I'm going to start doing, again, Narc After Dark. Narcissistic abuse. The Narcissistic Recovery channel. Because if Louise is out there helping people like myself, who are just coming out of these toxic relationships, who are trying to understand what the fuck really happened, they're doomed. So this is where my calling is, because I've experienced it. I've been there and I've done that. And that's the thing. People, if she's a doctor, if she is a fucking psychologist, if she is a therapist, if she is a part of whatever it is, the narcissistic abuse, she's judging you. She is judging you. Just like she's judging me when she sent me that video. She's judging me. And that's the thing. Because now, I can't judge you. Why would I judge you if I've been through it myself? I was there myself. That's the difference, and that's the reason why I would rather share with somebody like-minded. Not somebody else who's a counselor or a doctor or a therapist, because they're there just to get a paycheck. They're there just to cut the fucking check, if anything. If they haven't experienced yourself. Not all. I'm not going to say for all, because there are some good doctors, there are some good therapists, and there are some good people out there. There really is, guys, okay? So, sorry, like I said, guys, I ranted on here today. I probably did not share everything I wanted to share, or say everything I wanted to say. I'm probably going to put a little sticker on here just for them to see the likes and things like that, because it does throw me off, guys. I am going to disable the chats for now. I'm gonna just say all my comments on my videos. Like I said, this video is gonna be. I'm gonna do a video on this stuff, and I'm gonna add the text messages, the emails, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. For you can see, like, dude, be careful who you share with, because the covert narcissist is gonna backstab you with it. They're gonna throw shit under. They're gonna try. Like I said, I wouldn't have done this video, but once I seen her Terry projecting onto me, thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Don't you trip, man. Thank you, and I appreciate you showing up, man. I appreciate you. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna be doing some more lives, man. Like I said, and I'm gonna be talking more about, like I said, the Covert Narcissist. If we do have questions about the narcissist, or just figure out who you are, or our own selves, because we are narcissists, our own selves, man. Because we have been programmed with this stuff, growing up with this stuff, and not understanding our own selves. So we need to rewire our brain. We need to rewire our beliefs. We need that's my whole point of what we need to do. So I'm already going 30 minutes, guys. I really want to keep this video short just for that reason. But I am going to come back with Narc After Dark. And if I do this, I'm thinking about doing it either on Fridays or Sundays. And it's going to be about 7 or 8 p.m. LA time, which is here. You know, just to get the whole little atmosphere and things like that. But besides that, guys, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing good. You know, it's a little challenging when it comes to my manifestations, just because, you know, if you're anything like me, man, we want things right away. We want things quickly. We want things fast. And it doesn't work like that, man. You know, it doesn't work. We have to set the intention, release it, let it go, and you work toward your goal. You know, take the steps, take the actions. And this, the hardest part for me, consistency. Consistency is key as well. So once I start getting my consistency down, we're going to be fine, man. We're going to be great. Like I said, man, I hope this video did make sense. Like I said, sorry if I did repeat myself. I just want to make sure that I get my point across. My point right now is, guys, is be careful, guys. Be careful with Liz Gardner. Be careful if you're on TNMPDs. Be careful when you're sharing with her. Be careful with Terry, because these people are not who they say they are. They are not. They're somebody else. And if you ask me, they're hiding behind this knowledge. They hide behind these scriptures. They'll throw you. It's to throw you off. It's for you can. I'm guilty of it. I put her on a fucking pedestal myself. I thought she was like, dude, she's so great. But come on, Luis. After now thinking about it, all the writing you do, all that shit, it's not even for us. It's to make yourself feel superior, from what I'm seeing. You mean, because honestly, to tell the truth, do a video better. Like I said, go in. Terry said, oh, she could do it. Then do it. I want to see it. Please do it. Show me. Prove me wrong. But besides that, guys, man, I just want to tell you guys, you know, I mean, we're doing good, man. You know, like I said, it's just my manifestations, it's a little bit frustrating. I do my breath work, you know. Like I said, I got away from it a little bit, you know, which is the whole die one today, which is usually, it's a 7-minute routine. It's a 7-minute routine that I have. It's in the mornings, usually, and that's about, you know, breathing, like take a lot of deep breath, and then holding it, and practically turn blue, and you lose yourself. And the thing about that, what that's going to teach you and what that's going to help you with, it's going to help you letting go of anything. Help you let it go of whatever it is you have, because you stop, like I said, dwelling on the past. You stop worrying about the future, and you're present. You're fucking lightheaded. You're getting high off your own supply. So that helps me become present, stay grounded, and then it helps me stop reacting. Because like I said, I could have done this video a while back. As a matter of fact, I did a video last night, but me watching it again, you think I'm emotional now? I was emotional last night. When I mean emotional, I was the dark empath in me comes out, man. It really comes out. So and besides that, guys, let me see if I have any of the notes here. Let me just check real quick if I have any of the notes that I wrote down, because I've been journaling a little bit more. You know what I mean? And I've been getting a lot of like this. This is a good one. Our brain doesn't produce our brain is not consciousness. Our brain is not consciousness. Our brain is a platform to download consciousness, to download this information, and that's for meditation. Check out Billy Carson, man. Billy Carson, fucking genius, dude. When I mean a genius is because he goes back into the real scripture. He goes back to the Emerald Tablets. He goes back to the Dead Sea Scrolls. He goes back to the Book of Enoch. He goes back to the Sumerian tablets. He goes back to the Anunnaki. And he explains all this to you. And like he said, if you're just basing your knowledge on one book, which is the Bible, I'm not speaking anything about the Bible, but the Bible is a certain age, right? And these books are predated before the Bible. These books are fucking old. And all those stories you see in the Bible are stuff of these scriptures. And the way he puts it is just watch his channel, man. His videos are very long, about an hour into, but he's very, very, very knowledgeable when it comes to understanding ancient civilization. And the point to all this is because, like he says, is we're here to expand our consciousness. We're here for we can elevate, which is the truth. But you have to start, but if you're like me, you have to start with healing yourself. You have to start to understand yourself. You have to rewire the fucking brain. You have to break these generational curses. You have to break everything you've learned, right, and unlearn it. You pretty much, that's kind of like where, being a hypnotist or hypnotherapy comes in play, because it's not about, it's about reprogramming yourself and getting these new beliefs and understanding who you really are, your true self. You're really your real true self. That was just one of the little things, like I said, man, that I picked up and stuff. Ho'oponopono, I put it right here, is a practice of to surrender and letting go. Ho'oponopono is a practice of surrendering and letting go. That's what that is. That's just my little notes here, guys. And I'll do more videos like this. I will do more videos of my things like this. But we're gonna start doing some lives, and we're gonna start talking about this, guys. And I think that's it, man. I think that's it, guys. So I appreciate you guys coming on here. I do, I really do. So be careful, guys. So just to sum it up and recap it real quick, be careful with these covert narcissists. They're not who they say they are. Louise Gardner is not who they say they are. So be careful what you share with these people, especially, really on this point, you're a little more advanced. And I say advanced, you're like me, a little more advanced. We're one step ahead of the game, but there's still people out there who are just coming through it, man, who are coming through the narcissistic abuse, who don't understand, who are in this toxic relationships, who are on, and this is the reason why I said, I'm gonna fucking do it, dude. Because they have to be, at least they have to be warned. Who has to be warned? The TNPD, man, the people who think that she's there to help. She's not. She's not there. She's there judging you. She's there gaining fuel from you. That's what she's doing there. That's all she does there. So, that's it, guys. Thank you, Brulee. I said, man, thank you for that. Let me see if I find one more. No, I know there's more to say right now. Because, like I said, I was trying to get away from this whole narcissistic thing, And so when I do this video, I have it at my project, because in my last video, I do these shorts. I'm going to finish off those shorts on that video. Then I'm going to come onto here. I'll come back onto here, and I'll start doing my shorts on this, So like I said, guys, just be careful what you share with the covert narcissists. The covert narcissists, they're very, very clever when it comes to projecting. And pay attention. So I'll give you an example. Like, if you were to confront Louise about this, pay attention. You don't take accountability. And if they take accountability, it's just to shut you the fuck up. But it's like, they're sorry. Yeah, they're sorry. But they're sorry they got caught. They're not sorry for what they did. They're sorry for what they got caught. That's what they're sorry for. And like I said, I'm gonna post Terry's comments. That's not somebody who shows compassion. She told me show compassion and watch her videos, and she's saying fuck you to me, go suck the chief's dick, tell us what really happened. What really happened between you guys? Like I said, I'll say it again. The chief didn't hit me up telling me about the Louise. The chief could give a fuck less about you guys. They really can. He's here on a mission. He's on a mission here. That's what he is. And it's people like you guys who want to smear people. And I mean you guys, meaning her and Terry, are on here trying to, oh, he's just using you. What the fuck are you doing? Helping me? That's called projection. They project onto you how they feel. They project to you what's occurring to them. They're gonna gaslight you. What is gaslighting you? Meaning they deny your reality. This is like what she tried to do to me. Like, she sent me that video, like, oh, check this video out about Empath. And like I said, I played the video already, but check it out yourself. It just talks shit. It's talking shit, meaning she's trying to put me down. Or you probably have borderline personality disorder. You probably have CPTSD. You think you're all spiritual and all this. And then, come on. Because I am spiritual. I'm a spiritual gangster, motherfucker. I believe in my higher self. I believe that there is a higher consciousness. And it's not religion. And I'll repeat it. It's not religion. Religion is for people who are afraid to go to hell. And spirituality is for people who don't want to go back to hell. It's a difference. You don't have to fucking go to church every single day, every week, and pray to the fucking, pray to Jehovah, whatever, and because if you go back to, if you go to, what's his name, Collins, Billy Collins, sorry, Billy Carson page, he talks about that Jesus is actually Zeus, and he gives you a whole breakdown, dude. He goes back, I said, to the Sumerian tablets. He gives you a fucking, he's badass, dude. Like, for me, watching his videos, at first I was a little bit like offended at first, but I'm like, I have to come through here with an open mind. I have to come here because, I said it before, people don't want their illusions destroyed. People will protect. It's Agent Smith. It's like the whole Agent Smith thing. It's the whole Agent Smith, you know, from Matrix. They defend themselves. They will defend their beliefs, everything, because it's all they know. It's all they know. It's been passed on to them. So if you really want to wake the fuck up, like get out of the damn coma, be open to this stuff. Be open to listen to other people with real fucking, you know, who have the proof, who have the documentation. And this is not stuff that I'm saying. This is not stuff that he's saying. This is stuff that has been written in the, I think in the Emerald Tablets. It was in the Emerald Tablets. You know, to just look at that, man. It's Billy Carson. I think one of the videos is called was Jesus in the Bible really Satan? Like, was Jesus in the Bible really Satan? Because if this is what he says. This is what pretty much, let me sum it up for you what he says. That we are the aliens. We are the aliens that we're looking for. You know, we are human beings. And that our telomeres, which is chromosome number 2, has been shortened. That's why we don't live as long anymore. But before we were able to live very, very long. But not anymore, because our telomeres have been shortened. And the Bible, or Jesus in the Bible, like pretty much, it was Inky and his brother. Inky and his brother, I forgot his name, his brother. But it was them two. And they were pretty much battles. They talk about this in the Baba Gian. They talk about this it's all over, dude. It's in every fucking, the Hopis speak of this, the Hopis, everything. Just check it out, dude. Be open to that stuff. Listen, and you're going to learn a lot, man. And you're going to start realizing that, yeah, like he said, oh, there's another one he said. Heaven on earth is here. This is heaven on earth. Or it's what we create. We're focusing on. This is heaven on earth. And if you ask me, this is hell. We are in hell. How are we in hell? There's people dying every fucking day. People dying of starvation. There's people getting raped, killed in third world countries. This is hell. If you ask me, well, meaning with the government stuff, everything that's happening, with the jabs, and, you know, just all, this is. And it's our job here to decipher all this fucking, you know, scripture that's been pretty much manipulated. It's been manipulated, man. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm already ranting on, man. And I'm not Billy Carson. I'm just sharing you his information that has opened my eyes a lot to understand, you know, what religion and spirituality is a big difference. And where it got me, I said when she said that to me about that whole video, when she sent me that video, it's like I said, she tried gaslighting. Once I told her I'm gonna expose you, she comes all nice to me, telling me, oh, it was, dude, you're gaslighting me, bitch. Like, I don't, like, you really think I don't see this? Like, I've been through this before. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, she's just, because I don't know what she is. I do not know what Louise is. I really don't. But what she showed me is she's showing me narcissistic tendencies. And if you're not aware of it, and if you don't know it, then you're a covert narc, man. You're a covert narcissist hiding behind your knowledge, hiding behind scripture to hide who you fucking are. And you're using Terry as your fucking flying monkey. That's what you're doing. And you don't like the chief because the chief must have told you something that you didn't like, and your mask slips off. Your mask slipped the fuck off. That's what it is. It's called the mask slipping off, guys. So, like I said, guys, we're going to go ahead and end this video. Going 44 minutes now. Just ranting pretty much. I'm sorry I didn't really have notes. I really wasn't really organized, but when you're going to bring out this side of yourself, it's unscripted, man. This is unscripted. I don't just... It's unscripted pretty much, man. And that's what I'm gonna call it. So we are gonna get back to Narc After Dark, man. And the reason why, like I said, because if Louise is on there trying to help out people like myself, it's not right, dude. And you guys need to hear it from somebody who's been through it, a real experience like I have. You know what I mean? So if you guys have any questions, you mean follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm Spiritual Gangsta. On Instagram, DM me there, man. And I don't charge you, man. That's fucking free. I'm fucking free, meaning I'm there to share with you guys. I'm there to help you guys out because you guys help me out. You know, we share. The more we share with each other, the more we're going to heal with each other. And that's the whole fucking point. I'm not going to sit there and rant you. Rant you meaning, oh, this is the way it is. You know, like, no, dude. Like, come on. No, it's not like that. Right? So be careful. I'm going to repeat again. Be careful what you share with these people. So as you awaken, as you wake up, be careful who you share this stuff with. Find one or two persons that you can relate to. Not somebody who's pretending to be somebody. I'll say it again. What are you doing on NPDs? What are you doing there? And now I'm understanding you're probably collecting fuel. You're just collecting fuel. You're collecting fuel from people to give you admiration, because that's what you guys love, is admiration. Is what you love, admiration. And how do I know this stuff? Because I was there once. I was a part of it. You mean like I have, you know, narcissistic traits. I have fucking codependency. I have borderline traits. My mom's a borderline. If you ask me, my mom's a borderline. You mean, so yes, man, but I don't hide it. I know it. I integrate it and use it when you can. Carry your store sheet and know when to use it. But yeah, man. So thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for listening to me. And like I said, we're gonna cut this video down, and I'm gonna shorten it with the emails, with the stuff, where you can see that I'm making this shit up. You know, and if you go back to the video, you'll see some of them. And this is Terry, and this is Luis Gardner, guys. Be careful with these people. They're not who they say they are. They don't. And you're gonna see as I present these emails to you guys, their mask slips off, man. Their fucking mask slips off. You mean, because somebody who is high vibing like that, they're not gonna go that way. It's like I said, when I got the first email a month ago, I could have ran a fucking smear campaign myself. You know what I mean? But it's like I did it because it was none of my business. It's like, it's none of my business. Like, what the fuck? I could care less. So that's why, guys, okay? And I'll say it again, man. The chief has been nothing but good to me, man. And I think that's what bothers. Oh, that's what she said. She told me like that I'm a traitor or something like that. I'm like, no, bitch, you're the traitor. You're the one who's mad about something. I have nothing bad to say. Like, that's the thing, is like they want me to say something bad. I'm like, I don't have. Like, I wish I did. Should I have something bad? Oh, this is another one. She said, you pretty much support somebody who hurts people. I'm like, the chief is not hurting nobody. The only person he's hurting is a covert narcissist. Like, you a covert narcissist? He's offending you because you have insecurities. You hide yourself. And this is the worst part. The older you are, the harder it is to break these tendencies. Because you become maladaptive. You're maladaptive already. So now it's those negative beliefs that those traits you have are deep-seated. So the harder it is to change, the harder it is it's going to be to transform, to transmute. And the only way you're going to do it is if, this is with me, was trauma. Like, meaning trauma, which was for me, it was the betrayal trauma. Like the betrayal trauma. The betrayal trauma was activating me, you know, which led to my supernova, which is, I lost it, man. I lost my mind to find my heart. I really did. I'm sorry. I lost my mind to find my soul. I really did. I lost my mind and I found my fucking soul. You know, so enough pain, enough hurt, you're gonna break. You're gonna fucking break. You know, people call them the doctor of the soul. And that it's your opportunity to grow. That's, don't become maladaptive. Do not go back into those toxic cycles. Learn to sit by yourself. Sit by yourself for a little bit. I mean, be single. Get to know thyself. Your company is gonna be the best company you're gonna get. Because everybody else is just, they're gonna gaslight you, they're gonna bullshit you, especially if they're fucking toxic. Especially if they're the ones who hurt you. You're just gonna go in that same cycle that you're gonna go in. So take time to yourself. Take time to sit. Take time to process what's going on. Take time to process your emotions. What's really happening? Why am I going through this again? What is this lesson trying to teach me? For you can grow. For you can move on. For you can start reaching these higher consciousness, because that's the whole fucking point. And right now, it's happening, guys. It's a fucking shift. If you don't, just think about it. The shift is happening. We are being guided. And the biggest example is me. I'm your biggest fucking example, man. I was a narcissist myself. Like I said, I was walking asleep, not knowing my own self, my own tendencies. Why am I jumping from relationship to relationship? Why am I? Because I didn't know. I didn't fucking know. And it took 2020, it took the pandemic, it took for me to lose my job, it took for my grandma to pass away. My grandma was like my mom. My grandma raised me. So my grandma was my mom. You know, I was a grandma's boy. So it took me to lose my job. It took me to lose my grandmother. It took me to lose my covert narc, my narcissist. She left me. you know, and my whole world collapsed. I lost my car. I lost everything was stripping from me. Everything was taken from me. Everything was, and which is the outer world, because that's where my validation came from. My validation came from the outer world. It came from other people. It came from, you know, because I didn't have a sense of self. You know, my sense of self came from other people. So when all that was stripped from me, I was left naked. I was left there. I was just left by myself. You know, and I had to sit there. A huevo. When I mean a huevo, meaning forcefully, because it was the pandemic. I wasn't allowed to go out and go party. I wasn't allowed to go out and start looking for fucking somebody else to use me, because that's kind of what it is. If you're, because what I'm realizing with me, codependency was big for me. Codependency, like, was big because I cared about what you think. I cared about what you said about me, and I was trying to people please. I people please a lot, and it's draining. It's draining now. And if you hook up with a narcissist or somebody toxic, they're gonna fucking siphon you. They're gonna siphon everything you have. They're gonna siphon you until you have nothing left. That's what they're gonna do to you. That's if you were the toxic individual. Okay? So, and then narcissistic tendencies. Why? Because I was a mujeriego. What's a mujeriego? A person who was with fucking women, dude. I had 2 girlfriends. You know, I was that pimp. I was that, oh, he's a player. Look, he's a player. I liked it that they gave me fuel. They gave me admiration. They gave me, oh yeah, look at me. Look at my car. Look at my toy. Do you mean? But once that's taken from you, you're nothing. You're nobody. You're left with no. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Sit by yourself and learn how to be. But it's hard. It's difficult. But it's well worth it. It's well worth it. Why? Because you find yourself. Now, right now, do I love being single, Johnny? Yeah, man. I love being single. Would you like to meet somebody? Fuck yeah. But if it comes. If I can find somebody to match my energy, if I can find somebody who's willing to vibe with me, where I can pour into their cup and they're into mine, beautiful. But if I don't find it, it's okay. And I'm okay being by myself. And being by myself has been one of the best things that's ever happened to me. It really has. So I'm hoping this makes sense, guys. Like I said, I don't even know where that shit came out of right now. But this is what I'm going to start talking about more. And like I said, man, reach out to me on Instagram if you can. You mean, my email, I don't really check my emails too much, but you can email me. It's HeyokaAwakening@gmail. HeyokaAwakening@gmail.com. You know, you can email me there if you don't have an Instagram. And like I said, we'll just talk, man. We'll share, and I don't mind. And even if you're a fucking therapist, I'll still talk to you. You know, as long as I'm helping you write your paper, or I'm helping you help your other clients like myself, or helping you understand your own self, it's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind, because that's the whole part of being a service. Being a service to others is doing stuff like that. And that's where, because you can have all this knowledge, you can have all this wisdom, and if you're not doing anything with it, then you're just as good as nothing, in other words. You know, so take action, guys. And like I said, my problem, or my thing that I see, is consistency. You know, and why? I shared this story before, you know, and it's funny, and this is what I mean by spirit, okay? You know, I'm going back to Rich Granny, because Rich Granny's, we're on a spiritual level. You are, man. Where else is fucking am I getting this information from? It's not just coming out of me. It's stuff that I'm getting. I told you, I woke up. I did ask for guidance from spirit before I went to bed. My son called me. My son called me to summon good night. You know, and the first thing that came to my head was Captain Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean. And so I watched it. You know, somebody told me just watch it. So I started watching the video, and I never caught this before. You know, which is Captain Jack Sparrow's compass. His compass. What's the point of his compass? The compass he has points you to your biggest desire. It points you to your passion. It points you to what you want the most in the movie. But what did Captain Jack Sparrow, what does his compass do? It doesn't point nowhere. It doesn't point nothing. It points everywhere, because Captain Jack Sparrow doesn't know what he wants. So that was my message I received. So my message about that is, do you know what you want, Johnny? And if I ask myself with the truthfully and to be honest with myself, I really don't. And I know why. Because I'm not used to having my own goals, my own, you know, plans, because I was too busy people pleasing. It's what you want to do. What do you want to hear? What do you want to see? And I'll provide it. That's kind of the way I was. So when you've been programmed like that since birth, pretty much, like just being a people pleaser, and now that I have my independence, now that I have my freedom, when I call freedom, I mean freedom of not being stuck in these mindsets, being stuck in this, 3D world. I'm able to think for myself. So that's where I'm at. It's where I kind of know. And like I said, I asked yesterday for spirit to help me and guide me, and I got these. And I didn't watch I don't look at my emails, but yesterday I looked at my emails, and I seen these emails, and I got triggered. I'm like, and the reason why I got triggered, like I said, are these people really the people who are helping? Are these the people really helping, like people like myself? Are these people really the ones who are guiding people who are coming out of narcissistic abuse? Are these the people who are fucking there to pull? No, dude. This is my sign. This is what route I need to take. And I'm going to speak about spirituality. I'm going to speak about the development. But right now, we're starting from scratch. We're starting from scratch. I'm talking from the trenches. Like the trenches, because that's what it's at. This right now, this is the trenches. This is the trenches. You're in the trenches, which is a 3D world. Now, and if you go on to, there is this high-level people who are vibing high. They know their stuff. The Buddha, they know what they're talking about. Well, I'll get there too, as I'm getting there. But right now, I'm going to speak through experience. And I'm going to speak to what I do know. And I can help. And what I do know is a covert narcissist. I was with one for 18 years. Phone call. Let's delete that phone call. So I was with one for 18 years. Not to mention, I started because you get they're called narcissistic fleas. You get narcissistic fleas. What is narcissistic fleas? Well, if you're a mirror image, like if you're a mirror like me, if you're a Heyoka, we mirror people. Now, if you're unawoke Heyoka, you're pretty much a narcissist because you're mirroring them back. So you're mirroring them as well. So you start picking up their traits. You start acting like them, and it starts to rub off on you. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying it starts to cook because you take accountability. And that's the difference between me and a fucking narcissist. Big time. I take accountability right away, and I'm not afraid to share. I'm not afraid to be open. I'm not afraid to share, man. I'm not. That's a difference. And narcissists are not. They'll claim to you. I'll do it. Do one then. You mean? It's because it's difficult. It's hard. It's nerve wracking. You get anxiety. I get anxiety right before on here. I was getting anxiety just coming on here. Because live, it's different, man. Because there's no editing. This is just raw dog. This is raw dog, man. So that's what we're gonna speak about, man. Like I said, we're gonna be in the trenches. We're gonna be in the trenches, and I'll evolve in my thing. But right now, that's where I have to start, man. If there's people like Luis out there helping other people from recovery, that's the thing. Then I'm like, you know what? Maybe I gotta give it another shot. I have to give this another shot, which is a narcissistic abuse and recovery, toxic relationships, to give people their power back, to show people you don't need that no more. You have the power within you. You just have to understand and realize that what you have been programmed with, what you have been taught since you were small, and rid yourself of those negative beliefs and alchemize. Alchemy, mental alchemy, which is the transmutation of thoughts, transmutation of self, of understanding self and your higher self, which to the video of Rich Granting, some spiritual shit. We are on some high level spiritual shit. That's what it is. That's for damn sure. And I think it bothered Louise that she can't find that part of herself. I don't know how old is she. I don't know what it is, but she is very, very sneaky, man, about how she handles her stuff, dude. And Brutally Honest Brian was on there. Thank you for confirming that for me about the messages that were on my things. Like, I wasn't attacking nobody, man. She wanted me to take the video down. I'm like, dude, no. Because I'm speaking of you now. Because I'm asking about who you are and what you're really doing. What are you really doing? And like I said, you're there just to collect fuel. You're there and you're using Terry as your fucking flying monkey. That's all you're fucking doing. That's really what you're really doing. Let's take a deep breath, guys, real quick. Holy. Get grounded, guys. When emotions are high, intelligence is low, guys. So we're already going 59 minutes, guys. I'm trying to keep this under an hour. But Narc After Dark is back. Narc After Dark is back. It's not dark right now. I did my lights down here, and I put the sophisticated on it with no lens. There's no lens on my glasses. There's no lens on here. But it's just all looks. But I mean business, man. I mean business. And that's the thing, man. So I'm going to come on here more and encourage me, man. I love you, Brian, man. Thank you, guys. Love Love you guys, and we're just gonna keep it there. I've been staying there for a while already. So love and light, and namaste, guys. Love you guys.